Hi, I'm Travis with Hoki Skateboards, and I'm going to show you how I created the skate edit. For this edit, you'll need a skateboard, a tripod, a basic understanding of video editing, a lot of shirts, and a whole bunch of energy.
First, I set up the tripod, then lined up my board with a spot on the ground. I had to land the trick or I'd have to do it again. I repeated this 10 times, changing shirts between each take. Okay, here we are in Premiere Pro. A lot of the same concepts could be used in different editors, but this is just what I like to use. So I brought in the 10 different clips of me doing the trick and laid them all out next to each other. First thing we're going to do is just go ahead and hit mute on this because we don't need to hear the sound really as we're editing. We're going to go through each of the clips and start cutting them down so that they line up evenly. I'm going to go to the position where my legs are kind of bent, but I haven't really started moving the board that much yet. So right about here. I'll cut right there and trim off the front. And then I'll scrub through and see where the board kind of hits the ground and I absorb the shock in my feet. And I'll go ahead and cut right there and trim off the end. One thing I noticed when editing is that there's these three audio peaks that happen down here. So the first one is kind of when the board snaps. The second one is when the front truck hits the ground. And the third is when the second truck hits the ground. So seeing this pattern is something that helped me edit this a little more smoothly. I just cut after the third audio peak, just here. Okay, so I have all 10 clips trimmed down so that they start and end in a similar place. So what I can do now is lock the video layer and just throw away all of the audio. It's not really needed in this sequence. Next thing we're going to do is start putting the tracks on top of each other. You can add tracks by right-clicking and add track. So we're going to take the first clip and move it all the way to the top position. And we're going to put the second clip there as well. What we want to do is line the clips up at the end, right at the end of the trick. So I'll just move this out a little bit and start stacking them. Okay, so they're all stacked with the end lining up here. So you can see all the clips are kind of staggered because I didn't cut them evenly that well. So I'm going to find the shortest clip and just even them out at the beginning here. I could select the beginnings of all the clips and just chop. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure that I got the beginning all the way to the end of the trick, and that looks pretty good. So what I want to do at this point is take the top clip and give it a little bit of a lead in before the trick happens, and take the last clip and drag that out as well so that we have kind of a follow through. Oh, so we can see already that as the first clip ends right here, the last clip picks up, and that actually doesn't look too bad already. So let's cut an even line here and here. What we want to start doing now is kind of stair-stepping the clips. So the first clip, we're going to throw away the trick. So we start with a lead in with one shirt, and then it switches to the next. At the end, we're going to throw away the trick there, because all we need is kind of the end sequence of follow through there. Let me expand these clips so that you can see them a little better. Okay, I'm going to continue the stair stepping by bisecting all the clips right down the middle here. And we're going to throw away the end of these first clips here and throw away the beginning of these last clips here, so that we start getting this stair-step effect. So as you scrub through, it goes from one clip to the next. And that doesn't look too bad already. So we're going to continue with this pattern. Put your playhead kind of in the middle and cut down the stack of clips and making the stair-step shape. Okay, so now we have the stair-step with all 10 clips. We have the beginning, and it starts flipping through all the tricks, and that looks pretty good. Some of the clips might need to be adjusted a little bit, move forward or backwards, kind of depending on kind of the jumpiness, but this is looking really good, and I'm happy with that. So if I play this, wow, that happened super fast. Let's just select all of the clips here, change the speed and duration. Let's go about 20% of the speed. So it's like 1/5 of the speed. And make sure this ripple edit checkbox is selected so that all the clips move together. There we go. It got much longer on the timeline. Yeah, that's looking real good. So now I'm going to cut this first clip, and I'm going to put the beginning of it to normal speed and make sure this ripple is selected so that it starts kind of at normal speed before it goes into the slow motion. I'm going to do the same thing with the end of the clip as well. And there we go. Nice. All right, let's check out the final product.
Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this.